Hey, what is up everybody? So I am here in, I don't want to give away too much about the location, but I guess this is like a really old church behind me, so I'm gonna go check it out. But what I'm mostly here today for is I am going to complete the September Geochallenge. Again, if you don't know what the Geochallenges are, they are given to us by Lisa from Cache Advance and Josh, the geocaching blogger, which you can always see on his channel. Just, YouTube search the geocaching blogger. I'd imagine if you watch my channel, you're definitely familiar with this channel. Anyway, so this month's challenge is to find a geocache that has been placed 10 years ago or more. Okay, I really wanted to go find like a super old geocache. Due to time constraints and the distance I'd have to travel, not gonna happen. But for this video, we are gonna go ahead and find a geocache. I believe the one I'm finding today was placed in November of 2004. So that makes it almost 13 years old, so it qualifies. So let's go check out this area and see if we can find ourselves a like 12 to 13-year-old geocache. Alright, so the church isn't really open right now for me to check out too much like inside stuff with it, but behind the church, I don't know if you can see, there's this really old cemetery, so I had to come check it out. An important note about the church is, I guess it was one of the first churches put up before the whole Trail of Tears and like, us forcing the Indians off this land. So that's kind of, that stuff's like always so sad for me to read. I hate that you just, come in and just take over. But anyway, yeah, that's what this church is about. So these headstones look small and old, so I thought I gotta show them off, right? I think, there's other geocachers out there that when they see an old cemetery, they gotta go check it out. They gotta check some of the years that are on some of these headstones because they just, you want to see how old they are. I mean, there are some really tiny headstones. I'm not even sure if I'll be able to read them. They look like they've just been very weathered. So anyway, let's see what we can find out here. Look how small these headstones are. Just in comparison, there's like a headstone behind them there. That one is from 1880, this big one back here. I don't even know if I can read any years on these little ones. Here's one from 1878. That's still very legible. Wow, check out this one, 1842. This one is very neat. It has its own fence around it, so you can't get into it. I guess that's their name right there. Yeah, it looks like the Harris family. It looks like there's at least two, probably husband and wife. 1911 for this one out here. I wish there was like a sign about the cemetery, like if I'm curious, like if there's soldiers that were buried up here from like the Chickamauga War. I don't know, but at the same time, it's not really like I can't really tell where I can walk, and I don't really like walking over like where the bodies were, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it right there at that. So definitely some old headstones in there, maybe even older. This cemetery is not big at all. It's very tiny. I wish I could find some signage on it, but I can't. Anyway, let's stop playing with the drone, checking out the area. Let's find the geocache, because that's what we need to do to complete the challenge. Find the drone's not gonna give me that Geochallenge complete. So yeah, let's go find the geocache. I found it! Only problem is I don't think I have the longest of arms. Somebody left me a stick though. Thanks, fellow geocachers. Sweet, there we go. We got ourselves an old, pristine geocache here. I'm sure it's probably not the original container. I mean, for being, if it is, it looks in really good shape. Maybe this is like the greatest spot ever to just not take a lot of weather damage. Anyway, let's open it up. See what old smells like. Oh yeah, that's old. No, just kidding. Let's see what's in here. What we got? What we got? Assuming that's the log. This looks like a sticker. It says zombie hunting permit, Georgia. Georgia zombie hunting permit. So, you know, you can only kill zombies in Georgia with this permit. So, you know, you jump over to Tennessee or Alabama or something, you're screwed. You can't touch the zombies. But in Georgia, you'll be fine. And we just got some scrap paper. So, let me see if I can fit any little trinkets in here. I like adding swag to geocaches, and we gotta get, of course, sign the log. So the cool thing about old logs is just seeing how far back the dates go on this. So let me see. Let's see. This has probably been replaced multiple times. Oh, look at that, 2012. Okay, so it's not from when it first came out in 2004. But I mean, that's such a small cache container. I would be blown away. That means a lot of people just aren't coming out here to find it. But this is still a pretty decent log sheet. So I don't know if you can tell, there's multiple rolls there. So this one goes all the way back to 2012, so that's pretty cool. Oh man, and this one's for you, Phil Skimbosh. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Look at that, people signing sideways. Really hogging up that log, so the cache owner has to change it faster. I don't get it. I did find a spot though. It's not completely hogged yet by side signers. Alright, just gonna add a few little trinkets that I can fit in there. I want to make sure the log still fits in there, so I'm looking for the tiniest of things that I have. Alright, let's put the log back in there. I just threw my swag all over the floor. Or over the ground. No big deal, there's just poison ivy all over down there. I'll be fine, I'll be fine. I wonder if this was originally hung up somewhere. Either way, I'm gonna still just put it back where I found it, because I still think that's a pretty good hide spot. So even if it was hung up, sorry. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here next to this tree, which was planted by the Georgia Historical Society. Fun fact, useless fact, this tree, it's only 3 years older than that cache I found. So if you are curious on how you yourself can enter the Geochallenge, which by the way, you can possibly win a Geocoin for doing so. So that's kind of a fun incentive. Just go to the Geocaching Vloggers YouTube channel, and you don't have to make a video if that's what you're worried about. Like, there's other ways to enter without, you know, doing this whole video thing. So if you're not already, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Hit that thumbs up button to let me know you like the video, and leave me a comment. Again, I do like reading those. I do try to respond to as many as possible. So until next time, guys, I will see you later. Bye!